Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of the year of 2026 of The Snake Pit, hosted by me, Desmond J. Rattler. Today's episode on March the 29th, 2026. And today's episode is those who we have lost so far in 2026. This is going to be a memorial and dedication and memory of those that we just lost recently. For those of you want to see this episode or to reach out to me and comment on my page, you can reach me at these pages. X at Desmond J. Rattler, on Instagram at Desmond Rattler, and on Facebook as Jerome Evans, and on YouTube as Desmond Rattler 31180. With that being said, let me go ahead and get started with our episode. This year, just like last year, we've had a lot of deaths that has hit us hard. Last year, we had a lot of deaths from Malcolm Jamal Warner to Hulk Hogan to Ozzy Osbourne, all in the span of a couple of weeks. Last year was a trying time of those who we have lost that meant something to us in the public eye. This year it has been no exception. This year we started off with the death of guys like James Vanderbeek. For those who don't know, James Vanderbeek was known as a teen heartthrob on the TV show Dawson's Creek. He played the title character of Dawson. And he not only did television, but he did movies as well. He was known as a heartthrob throughout those years, and he died from cancer. He was also in the movie, if you ever seen it, called Varsity Blues. Varsity Blues was a football thing in a small town, which was filmed right here in Texas. And so it was pretty much based on like high school Texas football on Friday nights. And that's exactly what it was. But also telling you the stories of what happened in those little small towns. And he was the title character and the main character in that one, which also had Paul Walker as well in there, and Ali Lauder and Amy Smart with John Voight as well. He passed away this year, and he was loved by many and known for his good works. He wasn't the only one that passed away this year. We lost another one, and Nicholas Brendan, who was also a teen heartthrob, who played on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He played Xander, one of Buffy's friends, as what they call the Scooby Gang, because they solved mysteries when it came to the supernatural. And so he played that character for I don't know how many years, but he was known for that. But he had issues that he was dealing with, from drug, alcohol, and also depression. He had a twin brother as well. Nicholas Brendan was only 54. Both him and James Vanderbeek were in their early 50s when they just passed away. And they were known for their characters, and those characters meant something to a lot of folks. And then there was a guy, before we get to the main guy that I was going to talk about, I'm going to mention other people that had passed away, like Catherine O'Hara, who was the mother in Home Alone 1 and 2, as well as T.K. Carter, who was in the movie The Thing, but also played in the TV series Punky Brewster, as well as Good Morning Miss Bliss, which was the spinoff, and which was the beginning of Saved by the Bell. Good Morning Miss Bliss was a TV show that started on the Disney Channel as a sitcom for kids. Before there was a Lizzie McGuire, before there was a Hannah Montana or something like that, there was Good Morning Miss Bliss. The characters of Screech, Zach, and Lisa were all over there with Mr. Belding in this school in Indiana. T.K. Carter played one of the teachers there. And T.K. Carter was an African American actor who paved the way for a lot of other comedian-like actors in the 80s. You had him who passed away. And then you had the one that we all know about, Chuck Norris. Now, because of Chuck Norris was the reason why a lot of guys in the 80s, other than just Bruce Lee, wanted to get into martial arts, wanted to get into the karate back in the 70s and 80s. Watching him, that's what one of the guys that helped trigger us and wanted to be in karate, wanted to be in the martial arts. Chuck Norris was not only just a real karate person. He competed in real tournaments, championships, winning the championship 6 times, 6-time karate champion, world champion. He was also he was also a member of the United States Air Force, serving 4 years as an airman first class. Chuck Norris was also a TV star. He starred in a TV show called Walker, Texas Ranger, which they had a remake of later on called Walker. But Walker, Texas Ranger was filmed right here in the DFW area, Dallas-Fort Worth. All over the Metroplex, there was a lot of filming that was going on during this time period with that TV show. Well, Walker was one of the big things that a lot of people liked. Not only just the young, but the old too. Because there was the karate. Not only that, you had the stars that guest starred on there. From wrestlers to renowned kickboxers to stars from other TV shows and movies that came onto Walker, Texas Ranger. Chuck Norris was also known for his philanthropist as well. But he was a man that got a lot of us as kids back in the 80s and 70s into the martial arts. And for that, we're going to miss all those actors and all those folks that paved the way for others to come into it. We're going to miss them, and we dedicate this episode to them for the contributions that they presented for us. I know this is just early in the year. This is only January through March that we've lost all these folks. But then there's going to be more that come in right behind them as the year progresses. So this will not be just the first time you'll see me making this tribute. You might see me another 2 or 3 more times. But with that being said, I'm Desmond Rattler, and welcome to the Snake Pit. Hopefully, we'll come back with another episode in which we're going to talk about other things other than just the loss of those who we had that paved the way for us. I wish you the best, and Godspeed.